I would argue we got a lot of good stuff. We always got like 52 bucks to live just from like that. But regardless, anywho, yeah, you're right. Welcome back to another Humble Beach podcast. I'm your host at Peruge, the guy who got his wig busted, not because his wife's fault. It was clearly my fault. And then we have Corey and Andy here and a special guest, the fourth member. That was he's really hard to lock down. He's munching on a McChicky right now. Anything special on that, Mr. Rosen?
Nope, it's just sloppy.
It's just like they typically if the line's long, the food's better.
Yeah, I mean it's not cold or anything, but
It's just sloppy. It's like mayo coming out of one
Yeah.
side and one side only.
hot squirted out. Something right there.
You do something special with your McChicken though, right? Aren't you like a
Me?
no lettuce guy or something?
No, I used to
Cool.
get no mayo on it, but
What? I would argue that's the best part.
I like them dry.
Well, I would like to start this off a little different instead of asking you guys about your week because we know you're rehabbing, we know you're a workaholic apparently, and you're new to the program. But I saw a picture on iFunny, and it said you're in bed with a beautiful woman and a gay guy, and you're stuck in the middle. Who do you turn your back to?
You don't.
What do you mean you don't?
You lay on your back.
Yep, stare at the ceiling and hope.
It wasn't an
And
option.
hope. Yeah, it was
It's always an option. I'm
It was
laying in
not an
bed.
option.
Like I'm laying in bed. I can lay on my back if I want to.
But if this was a Scantron test, like true
Well,
or
there's
false,
four
if you're-
options.
Well,
No,
Corey-
there's two.
Corey,
True or
if
false?
if you lay on your back, you know if you lay on your back, that guy's gonna.
Yeah.
I can't lay on my stomach
That's why I
either.
said you hope that when you get touched, it's the right side.
What if they do a joint little handy action? Does that make you gay?
I don't think it makes
Not that
you-
there's anything wrong with it.
No,
That's what you would do. That's what you would do if they both touched you.
we're definitely we're gonna get canceled.
No, we're fine.
Fine.
You gotta have fans to be
I
canceled.
think we got canceled at least 4 times already.
So I don't know. I was thinking about it, and well, let me bring this up. Who do you think is more invasive? A homosexual male or a beautiful woman?
I haven't experienced a homosexual male, so I can't.
Oh,
I just assumed they'd be a little more handsy. Lonnie would
Lonnie,
know.
I was gonna say. You gotta get Lonnie.
Maybe we get a live call from Lonnie.
He'll answer.
Wait a minute. There's a story. Why would Lonnie know?
Oh, he was hammered drunk at the Chaz for my 20th birthday. I mean, 21st birthday. And we had to put him to bed, and we happened to be at Kevin Fricky's house.
Mm.
So Spider-Man and Kevin Fricky, a well-known homosexual man downriver, put Lonnie in his bed, and then when he woke up, I assume at like 7, because everyone's dehydrated after a night of boozing, he's just like, where am I? He turned to the left,
Mhm.
and Kevin was there. So he was respectable, from what I know.
He had soft hands.
Where are your hands in between the pillows? Those aren't pillows.
So I don't know. I assume they'd a little like the guy would be more hands on. When's the last time you were? I mean, Tori's probably a different case, but when was the woman the aggressor? Right.
Yeah.
So I think you got to turn your back to her. I think that's the only answer, assuming it's A and B. We're not making
I'm
them C.
going with that answer.
Turn back to the
If
girl.
I have to pick one of the options, that's my.
I don't know what's the matter if you have your face to the dude or your back to the dude.
Oh,
if you're
something
sleep-
matters.
If you're sleeping, he's still gonna go after
You think so?
it. If he's already the aggressor, why wouldn't he still try something?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, if
that
you're-
does put a hole in my story.
If you're sleeping, so you have to turn one way and fall asleep.
Yep.
You're not gonna know who you're looking at anyways when you wake up.
There's another.
I
variable.
roll around a lot in it when I sleep.
Yeah, you do.
I start this way and then I wind up this way and then I'm on my stomach. Who the fuck knows?
Sometimes you stop breathing.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with
Well,
how much
sleep
I-
apnea.
I'm fine.
You should wear a
I'm
mask.
fine.
Thanks for asking, though. I'm fine. We're good.
So
I haven't died yet. I'm gonna keep risking it.
there's
Can't
another
die.
variable.
Can't.
Is like how big's the bed?
That's another thing.
How hot is it?
Well,
Are there covers in play?
I hope it's a king size bed.
Final answer for me, I think, is back to the girl.
Same.
And then I throw it back at her. You know that move, like, hey.
ask her. You want to switch spots?
You're adding D, E, and F
Yeah.
to the equation here. His
I'm
name
gonna
is
keep
Stewart.
finding a fucking. We're gonna
I'm
find a
just-
loophole.
I
You know
mean-
what? I'm just not going to sleep that day.
Because you're a workaholic, I get it.
Just gonna stay up all fucking day.
We need a new nickname for you. Then you're not day drunk. You're work drunk, Corey, or I don't know.
You keep workshopping.
Yeah.
Work.
Work.
How about work sad, Corey?
Work sad,
Work
Corey.
sad, Corey.
You must not dead. It's a lifestyle.
You could have multiple personas. To be fair, like one week he is definitely day drunk Corey, and then another
Yes.
week he's work sad Corey.
And sometimes he's the ghost of Corey's past.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
There's a whole video.
Yeah.
And like and subscribe,
He
by the way. There's
fucking-
good videos. out
He's a
there.
great golfer.
Supposedly he's going to be a scratch golfer this year.
There's
Ooh.
no way I ever become a
Round
scratch
pro.
golfer.
Well, what define a stick for me then?
I would say anything like 5 and under as a handicap would be a stick because I don't even think
Yeah,
Fat
kinda.
Perez is a scratch
Yeah.
golfer.
He's like a 2, is what they say.
Okay, so that would be less than 5, but not scratch.
But 5 is where you lose me. I know
Why?
plenty of 5s that I wouldn't consider a stick.
Name one other than Andy.
Rainer Rosen.
Plus 25.
Like-
yeah.
I don't know, like Eric Torrance comes to mind.
Wait, what about Swint? What's he?
I would say he's
Swin's
scratch.
probably a
Yeah,
scratch
Swin's-
golfer.
Swin's scratch.
Maybe Chad Bodman.
My bad, I just insulted him.
That Bauman is not
Well,
a stick.
at Monroe, he says.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm comparing like two sides of the story, I don't think he's as good as he says, but at the same time, I still think he's damn good. What about like, is he a scratch golfer?
Z plays at an 8 to a 10.
But
I don't
he's
believe
competitive with you, so by
Thought he
your
was better
life,
than that.
All last year he's been playing at an 8 or a 10.
What is
so Z's not a stick.
Like just
Just for
from
baseball.
86 to 79.
Really? I thought he could shoot like mid to low 70s.
He could, but he just doesn't golf as much anymore.
So like a couple at the Windout League, he was shooting mid 70s.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So he was way better than
But,
8
yeah.
to 10.
He started that job at Amazon, and now he's working
Okay, so
midnights
at his
when
peak,
everyone
then.
else is off.
At his peak,
At his peak, he was probably
where
like a
I
2 or
was,
3.
basically,
is Andy a stick?
Yeah. Most things.
Yeah, but he's
Well,
also
he's not a scratch golfer.
yeah.
I'm just.
That's making my point even better.
Well,
he's
like,
a stick
he
and
wants to
not
go-
a scratch
well,
golfer.
he-
You're just siding with me at
I'm a
this
scratch
point.
golfer.
I did fuck that up. Whatever. I did fuck that up.
Things took a little turn there.
Yeah, it did. I guess the next few plays out here.
That haircut's really
Ow.
fucking with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it is. Took some brain cells, man. But he wants to be like a literal 0.
I don't know if I'm gonna get there. But I'm gonna try.
But you want
I'm
to.
gonna try it. But I
Yeah.
do you consider me a stick like during our league and stuff like that? Not last year. Last year was
Depends on the conditions, I would assume. Like, to me, a stick can figure it out.
well, yes and no. It depends on the conditions of the course. Yeah, like a good stick golfer, like a what's this face, like Rick Shields, right?
Yeah.
He's playing sick courses. that
Yeah,
are awesome.
He's also shooting like high 70s, too. Some
He's-
days I've seen.
Yeah. If you're talking like pro conditioning courses, yeah. Well, if you went to Lakes of Taylor, he's probably shooting our par.
Yeah.
He's nasty. He's actually a negative.
It is his job, though.
Exactly. So, but like the course
To be
conditions do
nasty.
come into play, and that is my one weakness. But on a good day, middle of summer, would you consider me sick?
Yeah.
So
And
I
that's
think-
right now. I would still consider you a stick, and you're playing at what, a 5?
yeah,
With a button.
Which
I think I ended at a
which
5.
would then side with me.
So
We're
that's
a,
what I was
Is your
gonna get
prime
to.
a 5,
a
though?
5 to
No, my
scratch.
prime is scratch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's not in his prime, and we're still considering him a stick.
But
at
your
a 5.
prime's going to be
You
a
haven't hit your
5.
prime yet.
We don't know that. My prime could be a
That's
2.
my prime.
No, bro.
But you said it at 5 is all I'm saying.
I said I want to be in
37.
between scratch and 5, which would be a
So
1, 2, 3,
you
4,
want to
5.
get to
Or
where
is
I'm
it?
at now.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Would that not be a stick? We're considering you a stick.
I agree with you the whole time. So I don't think.
What's the stick to you? You understand the handicap system, first of all.
Yeah.
Because it's
Wait,
kind of
wait.
like foggy for me.
Can
too.
you count to 10?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
he's
a,
good.
Use
he
your
can't.
toes.
He's a
He's good,
stick.
yeah, he's good.
He's a stick. He can't count that.
All your low
Never in that high.
all of your low rounds when we were counting your strokes are starting to make sense now. See, I'm not coming back to this fucking powder. That's what we do here.
Do I know any?
I would assume like, Brenner has to be one, right?
Mm,
Bully should with his job title.
think Bremer's best rounds are like 70s.
What was that put him at?
Depends. What's his worst rounds?
Yeah, exactly.
He's been at like
You got to add
91,
everything in.
93.
Yeah.
So he's
But we're
probably,
factoring in drinking too.
Right. He does.
that is my problem.
But I mean, I would say he has.
It is your problem.
He could have a really sick day, but then have a really bad day. Like it happens more for him than another person.
It also depends on the intent. He seems like I'm gonna go out there and just have a fucking blast type of golfer.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like even if he golfs bad, he's still gonna have fun.
Yep.
Whereas if
That's
you
how it
golf
is.
bad, sure it might affect your overall mood, but you're just kind of pissed off at the golf, and then you'll try shit that would affect the score anyway.
Yeah, that's why this year I didn't care as much because even when I was shooting bad, I was having fun.
Yeah.
But then my scores suffered heavily. That's why next year I'm gonna go super hard, so I hopefully can golf well
Super duper
and
hard.
also have fun.
That's fair. That's fair. So, with him saying that, are you going to do any extra range time? Are you going to hit up some practice facilities?
Well, I probably won't go to the range. That's for certain. I don't like the range.
I have a follow up question. How are you gonna accomplish this if you're so busy? Like I know it's
Well,
gonna ease up after the new year.
This
I
is
assume.
just for this time period.
But
because-
even before this, you seem to be pretty busy, right? Where you can't just skate out and go play 9 holes.
well, I can't
after
just
work.
leave work, but
I mean, afterwards.
I mean, if you're committed.
You say it seems. I should say busy, or I shouldn't say busy. I should say it seems like because you have to get up at 4:30 a.m. A lot of what you're gonna have to do if you're not gonna do the range is go play a quick 9 holes at Wyandotte or Southgate just to work
Well, yeah,
on stuff.
that
It
would
seems like
be-
you come home and then you're just dead because you've been up since 4:30.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm actually gonna fucking work and try to get back down to where I, should be golf wise.
Which is what? Throw a number.
Should be around a 5.
Should be. You agree?
I think you can get down to an 8 this year. I think it's gonna take more than a year to get you down to a 5.
I would still say an 8's a pretty good golfer.
I don't even know what my handicap would be. It started as a 14. Could be a 12 now. I don't know.
I think
I just want consistent ball striking. Is all I want. I don't fucking care.
I think you could get below that this year if you work on the short game portion, but that's miserable to do.
Because I spent 2 years working on driver. Because
Yeah.
the only
I mean,
okay game was 50 and in for me.
Yeah.
Now, who knows?
So, are you going to be able to do something like that, or are you just going
I
to?
mean, I'd be able to go to Southgate. I assume sometime after the new year is when I'm gonna end up going to my afternoon shift. So I would just go in the morning before work, wake up at 9, go play 9 holes at Southgate, come home, shower, go to work.
That'd be sweet.
Outside of
would,
the Southgate aspect, yes.
It could be wind up. But Southgate would be somewhere to work on irons and a lot of wedge play.
Trust me,
because-
I've
they're
edited
open
videos. It was
What?
They're
sorry,
open
Andy.
No, he's talking once in spring.
Not winter.
Yeah, and if you did something like that, and then you won't have to be up at 4:30 a.m. That'd be pretty easy. I actually forgot you were supposed to go to the afternoon.
Eventually, I don't know when it's gonna happen. Eventually, I'm supposed to go.
Maybe it won't.
Shoot.
What?
Possibilities are endless, but I kind of hope I do.
Is there a long-term plan like that? You're always on second shift, by the way, or
No.
there's
No,
just
I
the
would-
need at the time?
Yeah, we have 2 maintenance people. One's the manager and one's me. So the manager's obviously going to take day shift, which makes sense. He's
Yeah.
been there longer, and he's the manager. He's also the safety manager for the place. So he's going to be there during the day when all the other managers are there. They need someone to cover the floor and fix shit when he's not there. And right now, I'm basically working the same shift as him. We both work.
How much money would it take for you to quit?
Like, how much YouTube money would it take for me to quit?
Or Instagram, Facebook, insert just dollar amount.
Like, are we talking
Like a year to quit work. What's that number?
$70,000?
Pre-tax?
Net $70,000
You make that much fucking money?
to quit work for a year. I don't make that
Net?
much money,
No.
but I'd also have to find a way to pay for golf and still pay for my house and all that other stuff.
Well, why
So-
would you need a raise through YouTube to do that?
Because right now I can work overtime. YouTube, I can't if I'm not.
You
getting
can
money.
just keep golfing and filming content.
That's your overtime.
But I'm gonna
This
need,
guy gets it.
I'm gonna need more money to go golfing.
Not if we cut deals with courses. Golf could
Well,
be free.
how many courses have we cut a deal with so far?
0. I'm
Too
saying.
bad Dunes is gone.
Negative 2 actually. I think
That could have been one.
pissed off a few courses.
Well, they're a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
I should have filmed them.
Who's- What's
right
that
up
other
in his
one we went
face.
to with fucking Mark? Most recently, we did the How Low Can You Go? Where you fell.
That was there.
Yeah, I don't know if we.
The Golden Fox.
I don't know. We didn't piss off the course.
No, we just pissed off that guy. That guy pissed me off. With the,
It was,
Yeah,
it was
there's
definitely
three,
that one.
actually. One of them was
that guy's fucking douchebag. Whatever.
Do you have a golf goal?
Hopefully he's watching.
You said you want to get better. You want me to work with you?
I do want to get better, but that's changing
Are you
my whole
willing?
swing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you willing to do that?
That's changing my whole swing.
Why don't we get
That's
you
the only thing
fitted for irons first?
Yeah.
Then we work on it.
Yeah, you just gotta raise the work. You can afford some fucking irons that are yours. Let's go. Now's the time to do it. So you have.
I
them ready.
have to.
I
film
really
it, by
need
the
a
way, so-
hybrid.
You need a whole bag.
I know. I need to get a 52. I got a 56. The clubs I've bought are 56.
You got putter
60
too, though, right?
putter,
Putter. So you need
And-
irons.
a 3-wood.
3-wood. Yeah,
If
you
you're a
have a
quarter, you
3-wood.
would need 3 putters.
What's just gonna break them?
So you need irons. You need driver. You need like maybe a 5-wood if you want one of those, or a hybrid if you like that.
I would honestly almost say he needs to go get fitted for his 3-wood too.
I
He
don't
has one though.
Yeah, I know,
mean,
but what
yeah,
flex is it?
He could get it
Not good.
tweaked. He doesn't.
That's what you need to get fitted and get the right shaft in there.
Yeah, you got it
I'm
to
not-
work, all right?
I'm not saying he needs to go out and get a brand new 3-wood. They can take the head off of that 3-wood and
You-
put the right shaft in there.
You also got to consider skill level, right? Like as soon as he fixes swing, like everything's gonna change. His body weight, like just coming through the ball at different like velocities.
Then
It's,
it'll be really-
everything-
Well, I mean, I
Everything's
can't get much
changed.
better unless. I think I can't get much better unless I change my.
yeah, but the
No,
clubs aren't gonna change the
that's true.
swing. Is
That's
my
just where my
point.
head's at.
Irons are
That's it.
irons. No wedges are wedges.
That's where my head's at with it.
wedges are
Wedges are
wedges.
just
You're-
wedges.
you
would
could,
shut up.
you absolutely could do it with your swing. I mean, look at Matt Wolf's swing. That dude's goofy as fuck.
It's true.
But you do have to work on, like, you still got to work on the same fundamentals that we would have to work on without your swing, because you're doing them wrong the same way we do. And as soon as you do work on that, you can keep your swing.
That and
But-
consistent ball flight too, because some days it's a fade, some days it's a draw, and he doesn't know the line up.
And that's
That's
the
true.
fundamentals I'm talking about. Your hands are way in front one day, your hips are way in front the next day, and
Yeah.
it's just the fundamentals. Once you fix those, then you can worry about like changing your swing of it. But
That and addressing the ball. Like when I was editing the videos that you were in, sometimes you're like really far
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and the toes sticking way up. Some days it's really clean looking.
fundamentals, bro.
That's fair.
You got to go back to the I League.
But you're still golfing great with what you got. Like you're
Yeah.
comparable to me, which is fucked up because I've been golfing since I was 8. So you got that going for you. You got
Yeah, but he didn't have KG.
You're
West
Happy
screaming.
Gilmore. That's true.
Yeah,
You don't have
those year.
childhood trauma to fall back on.
But I will say though, Corey, like, if you do want to get that low, it's gonna be tough not going to range to do it. Because I mean, even like the pros, obviously we're not pros, but like anyone, even guys that are on like those mini tours, they hit hundreds of golf balls at the range.
Let's change the term range and say simulator.
I just
That's
don't,
even worse than range.
So
I just don't
But
like.
it could track spin and everything.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
you hate the range.
I do. I don't like
The
it.
range is not fun. But
It's not even about being fun. I don't have anything to aim at.
but you
So like, if you go
get
play
to
a,
make that.
yeah
you
have
get to go
make
play a
target.
practice round at Southgate, even though it's a shitty ass course.
The course is
There's-
actually fine. I just hate that it's straight up par 3s for 18 holes.
It's 4 par 4.
Okay.
It's an executive course.
It's an executive.
That's what it's called. I don't know. That's just what they
Do you
call
hear
it.
how his volume goes lower
Yes, it
as the
does.
podcast goes on?
Well, that's why the
Does
mic's
Southgate not know that we're not executives? Can we play that? I don't. Are we allowed?
Call the mayor. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember now.
We're talking about range, and I said
Oh.
sub that out for.
Yeah, I just don't like the range. There's nothing that like. There's no goal.
But that's
Like
what I
the
say.
aim.
Simulator. You could set up like you could hit the same shot 1,000 times at a flag, like per course. You could change up every single like. Isn't there like a mulligan feature at every course you play? Like you can just do that.
Let me tell you something right now. Like what a range does. And I know you guys probably know this for the most part, but like what I get from the range and what a professional or anyone that gets from the range is not necessarily like shooting low or something like so there's no goal. The only goal that you have in your mind is number one, muscle memory.
Yep.
And basically making sure you can do it. Like when I go to a range, I'm taking 10 golf balls with my 7 iron, right? And I want to start it at this flag and end it at this flag.
Are we talking
And-
pre-round range, or are we talking?
no, like when I go to just work and
Okay.
shit, which I did 0 times this year. But I make sure that I can do that like 7 out of 10 shots are all correct.
Yeah.
Because that's the muscle memory. Now, pro obviously is 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. That's what you get out of the range is the muscle memory and how to do it. Now, if you just say I'm going to draw this ball around a tree and you don't go and practice it at any point, you're going to be 1 out of 6 because you don't have the muscle memory. So that's what you get out of the range. That's the goal of the range. There's no goal like shoot low like a golf course, so it's not as fun or it's not as exciting, but it does have value, I guess.
I heard a quote, and I can't remember the source, but it said, "Make every ball count."
Yes.
And that's something I rarely do at the range. It's almost like
I go through my free shot routine every time. To be fair, my free shot routine is kind of rapid fire because I just let them go.
That's fair, but like the way I do rapid fire versus what
you
do
just put it down and hit it. Yeah, a lot of people are like
and a lot of times I try to kill it at the range because like there's no penalty to do so, and then I'll hit that, and I'll hit then, and it'll be a whole thing. So that's something that step one for me is that make every ball count.
I will say the range being when I was at DSU. Shout out to anyone at DSU that might be watching. I'm gonna get in trouble. Like they're gonna text me. When I was working there, still I told you guys. I mean, you showed up there one time where during COVID when I was the only person in that office because I was expendable. I was going to the range 4 days a week, and that was huge because I'd never been able to shape the ball better than at that time because muscle memory. That's all.
We won that league. I don't care what anyone says. We won that league.
So like the whole like there is no goal.
The course robber.
Engel. Engel and his infamous father-in-law.
Stepfather-in-law. Right?
Did you tell him what I told you to tell him?
Oh, I thought it wasn't her actual dad.
Oh yeah, her father and step-law or whatever.
Yeah,
Stepfather-in-law
now.
Yeah, if you actually want to go down, I could see you doing what you were saying, getting down to a 7 or something easily.
Your routine's consistent.
Exactly, but to get down like a
Your
4 or 5
sucks.
4 or 5 will be tough without range time and just drilling home muscle memory. You can do it. Yeah, I'm just saying you can't do it, but it'll be a little harder for sure.
And your mentality sucks.
I didn't say that part.
I did.
That was hilarious when I was like, "Yeah, watch you guys just man, Corey's mad a lot." And I was like,
"We'll be on hole 17, man. The fucking bunker shot on hole 2."
But to be fair, I told him, honestly, we all had kind of a bad year for golf. We had a lot of fun. We all sucked all year. So I didn't agree with him, but nor did I disagree. Because we all were shitty all year.
Because he's diplomatic. Are you? What's your stance on like how we golf? Is there something you want us to change when it comes to like expectations, filming? How are you going to get the most joy out? Because this is the normal foursome, right?
Right.
It's not like you're getting cut or anything.
Well,
actually, this is intervention.
When I go, it's fine doing whatever you guys want to do, but not every, I guess. You know what I mean?
Film every weekend or golf every
Oh, you
weekend?
can film every weekend, but like, I think for a while it was like a month straight. You know, we're doing this for 6 holes, this for 6 holes, this for 6 holes.
Sure.
That happened for like a month straight. So I don't know, like the 3rd or 4th time.
Okay.
That month, it's like, oh, we just did this like first two times this month.
I was thinking about this, and I think we should like shape up the content so we could have like stress-free golf too. Like we could do like some 3-hole things and like leave the back 9 to just no camera, no nothing. Just if I want to make a TikTok, I can do that or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even just making a video where I just follow you around for 3 holes. Like you talk to the camera. All right, so I'm thinking. Hit a little baby draw here at the 7-iron, try to land it short and run up, something like that. Like instead of having all these almost gimmicks, just like it. And then there's also videos I want to make where the camera's just there.
Right, you're gonna get stuff regardless.
Exactly.
So.
Like don't worry about the shots. It's like just golf with the boys. Oh, you got hurt too. Perfect. The second quarterback's hurt, but so just like do different types of videos because with Good, I don't see a lot of just them fucking around and having fun at golf, and I think that's a wheelhouse. Bob does sports. I'm getting annoyed with their videos because it's a lot of 2v1s and a lot of how low can we go, and I think
we did just shoot -6 in 9 holes though.
The fat president.
No, actually, he had a bad fucking 9 holes
for him.
I have 2 things on that. We could do that for sure. And I think it would be value, especially if you're going to play with us and you're not going to go up to Tori's parents. Is that going to happen a lot? Out of curiosity. Because my
I do
suggestion,
stuff.
my suggestion, that, like,
If I'm gone on vacation or I'm wherever, I mean,
yeah, are you
I
gonna
mean, I let you guys know.
And yeah, I don't actually care that you do or don't, but like if because you can miss golf or we have people.
Right.
But like my next suggestion like dictates if you're going to be there for like all 4 weeks of a month. We can do something like 3 weeks. We can do videos, right? And
week 4,
not
right?
necessarily all the whole time. You know, we can still do what you just
Yeah,
suggested.
that
but
can
then
be
week
planned
4,
out. I mean,
we can just straight up play golf.
Yeah,
that
no
can be
no
planned out.
recording. And then my second suggestion, and I wasn't chirping, I was asking because if you're not going to be there 1 week, then what does it matter?
Yeah.
You just whatever. But another thing we could do, like we used to like Palm, you're on. We could do a thing where I can caddy for you. That would be sick.
Good video. Yeah.
You like all 4 of us are playing. We talked about this a little bit at the end of the year. All 4 of us are still playing, and you're just playing regular golf, whatever. But we're only recording him.
Yeah.
And
you
then-
don't even have to be like
Exactly.
involved
And
for
then-
some of it.
And that'd be cool for me if you're actually trying to get good. I can caddy for you. I can tell you this is what I think you should do, and you can tell me shut the fuck up on the golfer. That's totally fair. But
Which would also make it count.
which would be hilarious. I'm gonna be like, okay, Corey,
That's because you're wearing one shoe.
and then
All right, duff this one.
yeah, Corey dumps it in
That
the
video
ground.
drops tonight, by the way, at like 10:15 or something.
But yeah, I think that'd be
Which
cool.
video?
I could totally
Part
caddy
3
for you.
of Thorn Hills, where he's like, "Go ahead, fucking duff this one, and then we'll hit 2 good shots." It's like hole 16 or something.
So yeah, that'd be pretty cool if you're legit about trying to get low. I could caddy for you, tell you what I think you should do, help you out, and then everyone else just golfs.
Exactly. And moving forward, peak golf season, only 2 videos max a week. Assuming, and then like a podcast every other week. So realistically, it's 3 videos every 2 weeks, and then we just film this, and you chop it up or I chop it up, and we throw it up on the RSS.
So that was my point. Is like you should, regardless of if you're like, if you're not going to be there every now and then because you're going to tourist parents and stuff, like it should be better for you either way. Because we talked about this. What was it at Thorn Hills? Where like we're gonna change instead of going so hardcore with recording.
Yep.
We're still gonna record, but it's not all the time does everybody need to be included. Still golf, have
Right.
fun, do your own thing.
It's
And
going to be purposeful for that stint,
Exactly.
and then it'll be fun.
we're still gonna do the 6-hole, how low can I go, whatever, every
Yeah,
now and
couple
then.
here and there.
But
Mhm.
yeah, it should be better for you either way.
And I do think maybe we should do like a vlog style video about like a literal course.
Yeah.
Like it's not so much about us golfing it, but it's about the experience. And maybe if you do have a drone, we can fly it a couple holes. And just
I'm
try
gonna
to-
have a fucking drone. I've already got them bookmarked.
There you
We're
go.
ready to go when I get that bonus.
Right on. So that help? Like, so is that something you want to continue with? Do you want us to lead you out of more filming, or are you cool?
No,
with
it's
being in
fine. I don't care that I'm in the video.
Yeah.
Look at that shit. That's how buckled she is. Yeah, Alex is like, I kind of want to take PTO.
it? She's
I don't
like,
blame her.
"Last."
She got fucking trashed. All the bitches. It was wild. Anyway, sir.
No, yeah. I mean, no, I don't care that I'm in videos.
Would you ever want to be more involved in this?
Hmm.
If you saw profits, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll just say no for now.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
I mean, we go golf with you guys or whatever.
Sure,
but-
sure. I just didn't know where your mentality was, really. That's why I ask. But I think it's time for a topic change. Talk some beer league. Yeah, right? Where does your mind go first, though? Like, are teams bad, or do you want to talk about how the leagues just should show?
I mean, our team's it is what it is. It's like that every year. But
But is it the league's fault? Would we be competitive if things were labeled correctly, I'll say?
yeah, but I think
Bob is
I don't know.
literally an under 5 GAA right now.
the league's changed a lot, obviously, the last few years.
It's young and dumb.
But I mean, there's too much like of a gap between where you should be and where you shouldn't be.
But
So it
Same
kind of is
goes-
hard to place teams in certain.
same goes
divisions.
for actual teams, too. Like, our talent pool is a huge drop off.
But we fall in that category. I mean, we can compete with teams we shouldn't be,
Which is a problem.
Yeah, so that's our
Yeah.
biggest issue.
and that it really is.
Yeah, we'll look at it and go, yeah, see.
But at the same time, I mean, there all still is like there's too many weak teams to go like super low.
Well, let's talk about the past first. We'll call it 2011, right? Where there was an A, a B, There might have been a
It was
B2 or a
consistent with
C2.
what those teams were in those divisions.
Yeah, but there was literally 5, maybe 6 divisions, right? And
Yeah.
for whatever reason, B was true B hockey.
Yeah.
There were some studs, but overall teams are good, not great.
Mm-hmm.
And A was literally kids still trying to chase it, and then just guys that were good at hockey and can compete. And then C was is a mixed bag. It was.
You guys played C, and you had James out there, like, and he wasn't like out of place.
He wasn't noticeable.
We're in C4 a couple years ago, and he would have literally been like just skating circles because he couldn't like it's just some
exactly. So
it's
like,
crazy.
what is it? Literally the volume, or is it a lot of people like us specifically that want to play with their friends? And I think we could put together a true B team. I mean, certain people got to go, and they do know who they are. But is that what it is?
Honestly, I mean,
Maybe.
if you want more consistency for the team overall, then that would be the route. You'd have to get rid of.
It's more the league is my gripe.
I mean, it's kind of both, but there are definitely more teams now than there ever was before.
and that's fair, but you got to rank them appropriately. As soon as a 30 and over team goes to fucking 12-0, the Moose last year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't lose a single.
That's the
one
thing,
game,
though.
but
Some of these teams, more than some, they roster a shit ton of people, right?
yeah,
Okay, you play them 4 times a year. They're okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, on playoffs, they're bringing in these.
there has to be a way to monitor
this
games.
crap
played,
happens, though. They're on the roster, so they show up to the game. Well, that's not the team they played 4 times. Now they got 3 studs subbed with them. Then you get your ass kicked, and it's like
There has to be a way to monitor who actually plays.
they don't care that much. I mean,
Can you talk
it would
about
take more work on their end than they're not going to want to do. So. We
league's
might know
huge.
that, and they're just like,
Every
oh,
team's
okay.
paying more, and there's more teams. You have money to
Yeah,
spend.
but he's not going to do it.
I mean, sure, but let's talk about Scotty's league. I don't even know if he still plays out there.
No,
Where there's
no.
a draft and everything. So
But they still have that league, yeah.
So, what do they do that's so much better?
Literally, the guy who runs the league, he does everything. Like, he knows everybody's roster. Like, no shenanigans happen. Like, I haven't played there in 2 years, and I still get texts from teams. I'm on the list of their subs, and they rank you or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, if they do the draft, they're like, oh, my 3rd rounder won't make it tonight. Well, you can get a replacement. It just can't be like a 1st rounder sub or whatever, or 2nd round. It has to be 3rd or worse.
Yeah.
But that guy makes sure, like, all those rules are followed. So you can't just go get a sub. It's got to, okay, our 4th rounder's not going to be there. We can't call Kevin to come play for him because
I'm a 3rd rounder.
You'd be cheating. Like, I don't know, the guy runs the league legit. But there's also a lot less teams. So there's
That's got to
only
be by design.
there's only like 10 or 12 teams.
So L needs more people.
4 less teams.
Yeah.
Which that's
Yeah,
not bad.
honestly,
That's
that'd
not a
be
good business model.
that'd be the only way, things would work out. But that's not.
Or he just has to like be on like if a team. Well, we have 2, 3 ones this year.
Who us?
Yeah.
I think 3.
Get us out of 30
Maybe
and
4.
over. Put us in a low C division, and if we start spanking teams, move us up to 4.
Yeah.
And until we
Well,
find a home,
Is tonight's like a C3, isn't it?
I still think
But
that's
But
not
tier
this is
C3.
also that freaking division where
They
the
could
best
be
team in it
an
could
A team.
compete with whatever team.
Yeah.
And then the worst team in it is really that bad.
as a D team.
So it's like
Because they're honest.
now
with
we're
themselves.
we're playing teams in the division, at least tonight, where who knows, we
Well,
might whoop their ass.
We should have beat
9-2,
Team
or
Ugly, but we
it's
couldn't
gonna be
score
close.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean we couldn't score.
It's not like they were better than us. They just ended up winning.
But when you play the teams that are better than us,
Yeah.
like so the people on hashtag like that are good have to fucking try hard or you're done.
But that's kind of the problem because when we do try hard and we keep it close, that hurts our team.
All right.
We got to get blown out or win.
Bob also has to play well in those
But
games
he's bad.
too.
Bob's not even in the discussion.
No, I know, but like it shouldn't. All those things have to happen to beat those teams. And yeah, sure, we
True.
might lose, but like you said, we keep it close.
It's just
We
That's
lose
not good.
2-1 or 3-2.
Which it's
Yeah,
happened
it looks bad
against
on,
a team that should
looks
beat
bad
our
on
ass.
us.
even though we go out there and we know like what we get 12
Well-
shots and time of possession for us is 4 minutes to their 20.
But somehow we got 2
I
goals out of
don't
those
know
four
if Al.
shots.
I don't know if Al still thinks of like
Oh no,
us
he's
being fucking 22
Al
anymore.
is- I'm God's gift of fucking beer league hockey to hell.
Not good enough to stay on an 18 though.
I know, right?
I got Danny Josh Wilson.
It still hurts. It's scabbed over, but it hasn't scarred yet. Damn it! I keep picking it. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to quit hockey because I'm frustrated with something that I can't control. I would almost rather like fucking like tear an ACL or something. Like, no, like it'd be a long recovery.
No,
Right.
you don't.
I get that. You'd be out of golf for a while.
No, he didn't.
That's fucking insensitive, but all right.
Well, you didn't tear it.
Yeah, but it's still your knee. I did actually. I tore my quad, but that's different than an ACL tear.
Yeah, my quads are just shredded. Whatever. I don't know. Like, hockey got less fun, but I still love hockey, if that makes any fucking sense.
No, it does.
And I'm the kid that throws up 3 times a game. You think I like going through that every fucking week?
No, it's crazy. Throw up that much.
Every other league I've heard of that people play in, there's drafts and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Like,
There's
And
no-
let's talk about weekday league, D League and Southgate, where
That's
you're playing
wild.
18-year-olds that are home
Dude.
for juniors.
Oh my god.
There's fights. Like,
It's
what
not
the
D
fuck?
League anymore.
No, it's not.
It's a j- For even like forget the young kids, like it's not even D League. It's a joke.
I mean, even Chris's
It's
team's
bad
a
for
bunch
guys
of
like
fucking
James and
goons.
stuff.
Yeah.
They can't even go out there and
Yeah, there's
do anything because they're, it's filled with all these fucking idiots.
Playing your guys' team is like one of the least fun games that we played.
It's bad to watch, and I'm on that team. Like, it's
Half the issue of the fucking toe
Yeah.
boys, but
How are they
there's still
exactly?
several
How are
others.
they D League? You play with them too.
when Rosen shows up. How would they do?
Yeah, but I also play to the level. And
Yeah,
it's
Same.
he'll play left-handed if he has to.
literally one of the refs is like, because he, your refs sometimes A or sometimes hashtag, and it's like obviously both of those leagues are better than the weekday league.
Allegedly.
It's like he even says it's like, oh yeah, you're not one of those players that goes out and tries hard. Like we got plenty of those out here talking about the D League that shouldn't be out there.
Yeah,
And they go out there and
it's
go
sad.
balls out.
It's like, what is your personal life that shitty that you gotta fucking hit a 2-goal maximum and feel good about yourself? And then like get into tussles? Like, you're not fucking
I think
tough.
that's the difference. Is now they
Yeah.
all these kids that are 18, 20.
Even
it's not like
grown
a
men.
boomer, but
The guy
yeah,
that
even-
fucking
yeah.
fought me.
I think they all just look forward.
There's
to
there's certain guys, older guys are like that. I mean, Potts is like he doesn't get in fights, but he still plays like an
Yeah,
asshole.
'cause
And
he's a
tries hard.
douchebag. It took forever for Austin Shaw to quit. Hope you. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Bleep here, Kevin.
I need a minute mark on that one. Hold on. 38. Okay.
That
That got harsh.
All right.
I
Should we do a topic
agree though.
change?
I agree though. I don't like that guy.
He tried to fight me when I was like,
Yeah,
18.
we were young as shit. I mean, if I saw him now on the ice, I probably would get into it a little bit. I'm not, it's fucking
ugly
18 back then.
motherfucker too.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Deadly.
Nice little. Is that Kayla singing?
I think so.
Okay, awesome.
That's passive
No,
interference.
no,
but
no,
that's
no.
not commercial.
Nice intro.
Yeah, but I'm fed up with MSC hockey specifically.
Yeah.
Like, you can't charge teams this much money to.
So
You're a steakhouse, but you're giving me McDonald's. This is where I'm at. Figure it out. Be better.
I mean, McDonald's did just bring.
can anyone ever ask Al why the price when we have the exact same amount of players as last year went up
We have
30?
more players.
So how's it $30 more per
I
guy?
don't know. Apparently
Literally
inflation hits fucking ice.
Or the ice rinks are charging him more, which he doesn't care because he passes on at us.
That's true. I mean,
Like if
And
he
the
if
time
he
slots are
fought
still
that,
stupid.
yeah,
too.
if he
Like
fought their
today's game
prices,
at
he
8:10?
would be different.
That's
Yes.
okay. It's the
Yeah, but next week we'll play at 2:00.
I'd almost rather play 2 o'clock.
No, we won't be playing next week.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta worry about it next week.
We have Saturday and Sunday golf. Oh my god, I'm ready for it.
It's like we're
I
back
think
in
it should be
peak
golf.
season.
I know.
No reason.
I told you guys. Like
I
obviously the lakes.
And I
suck,
went
but-
last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he said that yesterday. He said, man, that shit was expensive to us. Like fuck yeah, it is.
Oh, that might have been booze, really.
Well, obviously.
well, I mean, either way.
The simulator
The way
was
this
only
guy
like
sucks down water for sure.
the simulator. I think was only like $155 for 2.5 hours, but two fucking
Sure not.
John Daly drinks and then the two
Oh, wow,
buckets of
those.
beer.
Yeah, how much were those?
Se-
Jesus.
$7.
I Well, one of
Does
those
he
three.
get
Times-
any
times
proceeds
two.
for him or what?
It just says liquor. I would assume you get something for having it in there.
Oh, speaking of which, you guys won't give a shit. Are you gonna try Dr. Disrespect's bourbon?
Is he coming out with a bourbon?
You didn't see it? All right, I'll send it to you later.
No.
It looks awesome.
I mean, he would
Dr.
probably give a shit.
Disrespect.
'cause he
How
likes
does bourbon look awesome?
But like his Dr. Disrespect's like the bottle or whatever. I don't know about the bourbon. I haven't tried it.
It's probably just like Jim Beam.
It's
Repurposed into a fucking.
It's just Fireball.
I won't drink it then.
It's called like Steel something or Black Steel. Yeah, Black Steel bourbon. And
Steel.
he's
Not
this
had
is
it.
that's how he looks in the promo for it without his.
It's aged in steel barrels instead of wood.
I don't think that's gonna have a very good taste to it.
No.
Very irony.
I got all fired up over Austin Shaw. I didn't realize how.
If you see him on the ice
So
tonight,
deep
you gonna
down
fight
there,
him?
isn't it?
You gonna fight him if you see him on the ice tonight? Highly doubt he can play his beer league. You know.
I'm also 50 pounds heavier and like an inch taller than the last time he seen me. I don't think
Yeah.
he wants to smoke.
Yeah. He'll just fuck with me. I'm short still.
Then
You
I'll
can just
stop.
tell me, like, how many suspensions do you have this year, bitch? I got at least like 4.
Probably got suspended for DUI at work or something.
What's the guy's name that you got into it with?
Just recently?
Yeah, in the pot. In the
Jamie
Pond Rocket.
something. He works for Matt's dad.
He said he was cool with you after, right?
Yeah.
You were talking. He just said he got mad or something.
No, I didn't get like an explanation, but we did be able to like fucking pet on the ass.
I know
so that's fine.
some guys are like, oh, my bad. Lost my
I
cool
did
for a
break his
second."
stick. Yeah, I get it, but like,
Yeah, but he was
Don't
going around
f-
doing this.
yeah, don't throw your gloves off and throw punches.
Right.
Like, ask if I want to go.
Yeah.
You know, have some fucking respect.
See, it's kind of hard to find that in beer league.
He probably will. So yeah, whoop his ass.
Oh, he probably did.
Oh god,
Apparently
we got dogs in the pod now.
Apparently,
No.
Jake whooped someone's ass too. So.
My first bare knuckle fight.
Wasn't in our game, but
You know what? That's our call out for next podcast.
How about for
Jake?
this week?
Corey was
I'm
there.
Sure he'll be there
Did
tonight.
you see that fight?
No, like we need to bring him on the pod and like we're calling him out now. Why are we lying about fighting? And I don't know what else.
He does say it was
Q school?
the
Did we
DD
talk
game,
about Q
right?
school?
So I didn't confirm it with.
Because I mean, Corey was there also.
He said-
with us.
My uncle said it was for the Tuesday game, and as I'm pretty sure the only Tuesday league he plays is ours. So could be wrong. Maybe he was talking about something else. But
Sure, he only skates with K-pop. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Will he come on this?
oh yeah,
Put
Because
that Woody away.
what Dave really liked about our podcast is we were talking shit about Bob, and then he was on the
we
next
brought it
episode.
on. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
is there anything else we want to talk shit about, like when it comes to Jake?
Well, I mean, you brought up Rosen not ever showing up, and now he's here.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
So 2 for 2 now.
All right, I got something with Jake. He's not gonna like I'm gonna say this, but his mom timed him out. You know my interracial. He told me the reason he broke up with his long-term girlfriend was something about wanting to move somewhere or whatever, or he wanted to move or move somewhere else, and she was like, "You're not doing that." And he's like, "Bitch, you don't own me," and then they broke up. Well, his mom told us, and it's half talking shit to him, half wanting to know the truth. There's
Sure.
two sides. His mom told us that the reason that it happened is because he started getting feelings for another girl on the softball team. And so he told that girl that he wanted to take a break, his girlfriend. She's like, "Fuck you, we're just going to break up then."
So instead of cheating,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Which
he
is
was
the best
kind
way
of
to do it.
very
Yeah, it's the best way
responsible
to
about
do
it.
it.
Like,
He
look,
should have just broke up with her if that's
yeah,
the case.
like,
But
maybe we should take
so,
a break so I can
not
try to
talking
sleep
shit.
with other people.
yeah, he did it kind of the right way. But I want to know the truth because he told me one thing because he fucking lies like an asshole. Yeah. And he's probably going to watch. Yeah, you heard me, bitch. And maybe we'll get
Minute 43. Tune in.
Yeah, maybe your first bare knuckle fight will be at a pub.
Whoa!
We'll see.
We got Q school. We got bare knuckle
Yeah,
fights,
yeah,
and we got
yeah. So
Yeah,
relationships.
not dumping your girlfriend, but dumping your
Yeah,
girlfriend at the
kinda
same
a
time.
little
Tinder? Is he a
probably.
dating app guy?
He's been a little. According to my uncle, he's being a little slut right now. So probably,
Ooh.
probably. So we got some stuff. I
Yeah.
did tell Mark that he's got a Tinder in his future. He was not happy. But-
None too pleased.
I want him to be on this for.
I asked him, and he's like, "Really not."
We can do ASMR too. And I can bone in his ear
Yeah.
all he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. Next
Kill
time,
him.
I'll have the
Once,
microphone
they
set up for that. You can give him a little.
What do you feed that thing? Those evening rounds at Wyandotte
They
were
were fun.
so much fun.
They were fun.
So much fun.
That's where we started having fun.
Yeah,
The
it
one
really
when
was.
he was there and stuff.
No,
yeah,
just like the
random.
evening rounds
Yeah.
at Wyandotte, we just go out there and shoot.
We,
Like
we can do that more.
after the street fair, went up there and shot. That was fun.
We should do that more. That was the first time we played with us, I'm pretty sure. Just calling because you were out of town or something. I was like, well, Brandon's not here. Who are we calling? I was like, I can call Mark. He'll probably say no. But he's like,
Did he
yeah,
say-
sure. He's like, oh,
And then
sweet.
he wore the rip your leg shirt.
And then, yeah. I told him, I was like, can you please wear that? Rip your legs, bud. Fucking awesome. Awesome.
All right, so let's end this with our last segment. Don't have a name for it, but we're gonna get into a little debate ski here. So you guys have to correct me on the three, but it was McDavid, Steph Curry, and Whomst. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom
So you got a bench
Mary
one.
fuck kill.
Yeah.
Oh
but you got
no, bench.
you got a bench. You got a bench one. Cup. That's a whole other debate.
We're gonna do both.
That's a whole other debate.
We're gonna do both.
Because
got a
if you do
bench
the
one?
other one,
I don't think we
I'll
can do
change
that
my
one.
answer.
You can. I mean,
Does
No,
Steph
we-
Curry have a big hog? He's only
I
what,
don't
6'3",
know.
I don't know.
and he's mixed.
I don't know.
Which side did
Exactly, we don't know.
Big Google?
Anywho, does Steph Curry have a
So
big hog?
we got a bench one, cut
Why
one,
Chris Brown come
play
on?
one, start one, start one. That's what it is. You got start one, bench one, cut one.
Cut one. McDavid, Curry, Brady.
Brady.
Let's lead it off.
I will.
Go ahead.
You gotta
Cut-
give your reasons too. Why?
I'm benching one, starting one, and cutting one.
Yep.
I'm starting Steph Curry, benching Tom Brady, and cutting McDavid.
Whoa. Okay. Why?
Because Steph Curry is the greatest shooter there ever was in basketball.
Sure. 3 rings too.
He might have 4. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's never-
lost count.
Was he? Yeah, he lost once in the finals, but
Well,
He's
at
got
the
a million
same
rings.
rate. I mean, we could say
well,
this
he
for the
changed the game. He basically made the big man irrelevant when he
Yeah.
got in the league. They only exist to get rebounds and they have to shoot. If they can't shoot, they
That's
don't
right.
fucking play.
Okay, good synopsis. Do you have any stakes in this game?
No,
I
I
love
want to
Tom
hear, I wanna
Brady,
hear
but-
him and him first, and then I'll fill up some time.
What are your 3? With a
McDavid,
brief synopsis too. We'll get to the debate part. You slow your
I mean,
roll.
what aspect of their career are we playing?
Your call.
Am
You're
I
making
talking
the list.
like
right
You're
now?
making the
Like
list.
right now,
You're making
No,
the
like
list.
we're talking all 3 in their prime.
in their prime?
In their prime.
I still cut Steph Curry.
What about the other
The
2?
other 2.
Oh, you start Tom Brady, and then you bench McDavid. But that's just because that's the only other option.
Good
I
good
can't-
logic.
I can't cut
That's
it.
the
I
only
can't
other
cut
option.
Can I start them together?
And both of them start. They play different sports. It's fine.
Do I have to say? I
All
have
3
to
are going to
bench
start. So, okay, so 1 sentence synopsis. Why are we cutting Curry? I guess is the debate aspect.
McDavid. Don't say it's because you hate basketball.
Why can't I say that? I think it's a fair assessment. I don't like basketball.
I hate basketball too, but
I mean, I don't understand. Like, why
If it
would
was
you-
Michael Jordan over Curry, would that change anything?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like,
That
I
would
would
change.
still,
Michael
I would
Jordan
still
to
pick
start.
if you put him in there over Curry. I mean, my answer is I'm picking Jordan.
That makes sense though, and he's proven with more rings.
Yeah. If you put Jordan in there,
So what is it about Curry then?
Yeah, I
I just,
guess
I
what
just
is it?
don't like him. I'm not
As
a fan.
person.
No, he seems like a very nice guy.
He's a good golf because he's
Sick
better
at
at golf.
golf.
It's because
No.
he's better at golf.
Well,
He-
fucking
was
everything.
it was it Josh Allen with him when he
And-
played? And
I don't- it was weird because it was
it
like
was like
it was Brady,
Brady,
Rodgers,
Rodgers.
No, it was Mahomes and
Mahomes, and
Mahomes and
Allen.
Allen.
That was-
Mahomes and Allen. Who
Yeah.
did Curry play with?
Well,
then?
he does a pro am like every year.
Curry does a pro-am, and Curry played with.
But Curry tore it up when he played.
he played with
Not this last
Phil,
one. He actually shit the bed.
Oh, did it?
Phil,
Well, the one I watched. Yeah.
So
it was Phil-
Bryson and
Tiger?
No, Tiger didn't play. It was
They need to get
More pay per view golf is. would be a
there's
great
another
idea,
one
but-
coming up. Tiger's playing it. I mean, the teams are kind of one-sided because
Yeah,
you
I've
get
seen
Tiger
that.
and Rory.
Yeah.
So
No, I meant like pro am style and then a lot of shit talk. Like
So
Dylan
you
Brooks
want
and
you want
Bryson.
more Brady.
We're getting off topic here. I'm going to reel this back in. So you just don't like Steph
I
Curry.
just don't care for basketball unless it's
His wife wanted the open relationship, not him.
if it was Michael Jordan to be a different topic because
It'd be the same topic.
No. At that point, I would cut Connor McDavid, and I'd probably
I would
bench Brady.
never in a million years. Like, he makes 2-on-1s automatic, first of all. And he's the greatest player to ever play hockey, regardless
Skill,
of
for sure.
anything. You don't have to win a cup. Him and Draisaitl account for 48%, I think, of all goals scored for Edmonton.
I'm not
That's
the
a
one who
problem.
cut him.
That's a problem.
I cut
for
Steph
sure.
Curry. You talk to that guy who cut Connor McDavid.
You benched him. Didn't you?
No, he cut
No,
Connor
you
McDavid.
killed him.
You said in their prime.
Fuck you. Why would you do that?
You said in their prime.
I just benched him.
McDavid's
I
not
would-
even in his prime
Right
yet.
today, yeah, I'm cutting Tom Brady today because now, I mean, he's doing bad, team's doing bad, whatever.
And you're picking up
Or-
Antonio Brown.
yeah,
Before you're
yeah.
Well, Tampa
he goes to
PD's
the
already
Tory.
picking him up on
Fair.
waivers.
That's true. And Odell, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's duke this out. So, how are you going to keep McDavid when he has no rings? We'll start there, then I'll get to
And
you.
just so you guys know, I know you know, you guys have to agree. We have to end this with agreeing, cut, bench. So you have to make your claim to him, vice versa. We all have to come to an agreement.
And we're starting here.
What do you mean?
How do you not cut someone with no rings?
The upside of him. He's fucking young. He's gonna be good for a long fucking time. Steph
Curry's
Curry,
still good. And
he's
what,
still good,
32?
But there is no Steph Curry rules. Like, that's where the whole Jordan thing comes in. Teams had rules to play against fucking Jordan to stop him.
They're talking
the
about adding like a
Pistons.
4-point line.
That's
So
why it's amazing. That's why Steph Curry is amazing. It doesn't matter what you
he
do.
doesn't need
He's
different
gonna
rules.
make it. He'll shoot it from half court. He practically does.
And are you talking about the bad boys where it's like when Jordan's in the paint?
Jordan rules.
Yeah, the Jordan rule.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Oh,
I mean,
Those
yes,
guys are crazy. back
Detroit
then.
was put. Like, obviously, they're going to
Bill
be put up
Ambier's
there
throwing
because
lines.
they were fucking the ones playing against Jordan all the
Clothesline
time
dudes.
in the playoffs.
Sure.
But the Lakers had
Oh,
a clear objective for Jordan. The fucking Celtics had a clear objective for Jordan to stop it.
The funny thing is,
There is nothing
you
with that
can't
for Steph.
because you can't stop him.
exactly just let him shoot. Who cares if he fucking
Yeah,
makes
It's
it?
not even that. It's you could try to stop him. You can't.
I just Jordan. We're never gonna fucking agree.
No, this was great because McDavid and Steph are like identical outside of rings.
yeah,
Because you can't stop McDavid even
outside
if
of
you wanted
rings, and that was what I was saying. Yeah, if he had already had whatever, if he has one ring, I guess maybe I cut Tom, but it's coming down to chips at that point. Can't cut Tom.
to. You also didn't start Tom.
Giselle did.
Right,
I think Tom.
but
cut you
it's basically
Yeah, probably.
you're going 1-2.
for Gronk.
You're doing your 1A and your 1B.
That's why it's a hard debate. So,
So
what's
for
your
me,
reason for cutting McDavid? Is it straight rings?
yeah, but also I
he's
can't.
revolutionized hockey. He's no Cale Makar, but he's revolutionized
He's
hockey.
no Cale Makar. Well, if you say it's Cale Makar, then he's starting for me. No, I fucking love McDavid. I got a McDavid jersey.
Sure,
Probably my favorite player. So
he's better than
I'm
Gretzky.
I don't know if he ever will win in Edmonton. He needs to get traded, or they need to do.
Revamp
something
their-
else.
They got to get rid of.
Problem
Draisaitl.
is Ken Holland is the GM. That's a problem.
not for long.
Hopefully not for
I think
long.
he's got 3 more years.
I thought that too when Irsman wanted to be GM of the Wings.
Speaking of which, did you see Anthony C? You get the fuck out of Trouba? That was
Yes,
hilarious.
that guy's big though.
Scary.
I mean, Ken Holland leaves or someone else takes over, maybe they can change stuff. But
So who's more likely to get swayed here?
Well, he's never gonna cut
well,
Curry, and I'm never gonna.
Are you LeBron or Jordan?
Ron,
Okay. So
I
he has less rings than Jordan. And your argument for cutting McDavid is rings.
he has literally a 0 is why I said that.
Even when LeBron had
If he had
0,
one Stanley Cup, I would. Maybe I'm not
But
going. He hasn't even made it to a Cup final.
LeBron
He's been in the third round
revolutionized
once.
basketball. Connor McDavid's doing that for hockey. Steph Curry is also doing that for basketball in different ways, but
I mean, McDavid just does things. He just does everything faster than everyone.
no
That's-
one's cutting Brady.
It's Tom fucking Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
He's the fucking.
He's
GOAT.
got more rings than guys play years in their career in the NFL.
But he's had good teams, good systems. He was never a stellar athlete.
You know what? Everyone said that, and then what did he do? His first year off the Patriots, he won the Super Bowl.
With
And
a
everyone's
stacked
like-
team. That defense was nasty.
I mean,
And he brought Gronk out of retirement.
Yes.
it's easier in football to be like, well, this team had it. I mean, there's 50-something
He's
players.
a game manager. He literally controls the game.
It's also what he does. He takes pay
There's
cuts to
been
make sure
zero
That
other
too.
quarterbacks in
he
NFL
is
history
about
to
his
do
team.
that.
That's why Crosby wins rings too.
Not about his kids, but he is about his
Yeah.
fucking team.
What are you talking
His
about? He
brother.
kisses his son more than anyone
On
else.
the lips.
You show me another athlete that makes out with their son.
Yeah,
I-
make
I'm
out's a
gonna-
stretch,
I'm
bud.
not going to do that.
Makes
I'm not
out,
gonna do that.
making out, that's a stretch.
It might be a thing. I'm not going to go find it. So.
Oh my
I
god, this
agree.
guy's gonna score again. He's on the bench.
He's on my bench, too. It's
This is
not
why.
bad.
This is
My
why I said
bench
we
is
do this. Is
nasty on
awesome
that
to
team.
me.
Yeah.
I've been sitting the wrong guys.
But like, I feel like the argument is like, why aren't we just fucking cutting Tom?
I'm not going to cut.
I
Tom.
can't cut Tom.
That's
Eli
the only
Manning
thing-
beat him. Like that's like let's start Eli Manning then, because Tom can't beat him.
Well, I mean, if
Well,
you
he also
go to
can't beat
when you
Nick
go to
Foles, are you going to start Nick Foles?
That's a backup quarterback.
when you go to the final game of the year 10 times, I mean, yeah, you're bound to lose one or two.
His
Or three.
team is good. If Connor McDavid wasn't making
Stop it.
12.1 or whatever the fuck he's making,
That's a Connor McDavid problem. His team could be better if he didn't want to make that much money.
It's a Draisaitl issue too. He's expensive as shit.
Then again,
too.
we're not,
And it's a Ken Holland issue more than anything.
we're Joe Schmoes, but I would like to think if I was a pro
This-
athlete, I wouldn't want to be if you're the best
Sure.
in the league, I just still don't think I would be like, yeah, pay me.
You'd be a Nathan McKinnon. You take a big
By 100,000. No, he is actually the most expensive.
Now,
Now,
he,
he
by
took
his
a
new
now
contract,
he
is-
his
he
new
took a
contract.
pay
Yeah,
cut
but
to win a
before
cup.
that-
his
and
first
then
one he
fucking-
took-
Yeah,
Yeah,
then he's like, you're gonna
He
pay
took
me.
a deal, yeah. The
Yeah,
first,
yeah, you're
But
gonna pay me.
Landeskog was an asshole, so McKinnon in return was an asshole. They also lost Kadri, so they had room.
that's true.
But shit, where is I going with this?
Cutting Tom Brady.
Right.
That's another thing. Brady did take pay cuts to make his team better. He did it on the
He's
Patriots.
about his team.
Did it with the
That and
Bucks.
Nike was paying him $100 billion
Well,
to be Tom Brady.
I'm just saying he restructured his contract like 3 or 4 times in his career to make sure his team didn't get worse. He wanted to win that
But it
bad.
comes down to
But it's a
the
team sport. He
team.
knows it.
McDavid still has 3 points a game, right?
Again, they don't have the right team.
That's why McDavid's in the lineup and Brady's not.
Brady gets it done. Though.
Garoppolo could have got it done, but Brady got his job back.
Brady easily shouldn't have won a couple of those Super Bowls because the other team was way better.
The Atlanta one's
Still
a
managed
joke.
to win.
The
Dude,
Atlanta
that-
one's a joke.
No, that team was stacked too. That's why they were in the Super Bowl. Say what you want. Tom came back down 28-3.
Yeah, their defense also shit the bed. Let's talk about that.
You still have to go.
You got to make the
You
throw.
still have to go score 30
There's a
points to
running back.
win.
I could throw screens all day and run over
Tom
that
threw
fucking
for 4
trash.
TDs that game. I mean, he did his job. He came back.
Yeah, systems. I agree. Nick Foles was a good systems quarterback.
At the end of the day, he's the guy throwing the ball, whether it's a
but
5-yard
did he
pass
catch
or a
one?
50-yard pass. Actually,
Okay, so he's 0 for 2 on
the
trying to
most
catch a
stacked
fucking
team
pass.
Tom Brady ever
He's not a
had,
wide
he didn't even
receiver.
win the Super Bowl. When he had Randy Moss those 2 years, those were his 2 best teams he ever had.
Are they even going to make the Super
and they
Bowl?
didn't win the
Are
Super
they going
Bowl.
to make the playoffs this year?
Because the division, or the, what is it, the NFC? It's so
should.
bell probably.
NFC South, yeah. The NFC South.
Did he get hurt?
They were in third like 3 weeks ago. Is all I'm
He didn't
saying.
get hurt, did he?
No.
He fell all
They're-
weird.
they're
No,
looking
he
at
got
the-
up and ran off the field.
The first guy could kill him. Oh, it's
No, he-
touchdown, right?
No.
Yeah, he got up and ran like, "Hey, we scored. Kick the ball."
Yeah, I think once you break, it's
That wasn't
over, right?
This isn't a direct line. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't have called that a good TD.
Oh, he's fine. He's pissed.
Regardless,
He'll be my new Tom Brady one day.
no, he won't. He won't win more than 2.
Might not win more than 2.
He won't even win another with KC.
No, because him and Kelsey are doing the same thing. They want the money,
Yeah,
But they're going to be
both
10.
That's-
billion.
They're
they-
about to be 10 and
they
2
want the
without
money,
Tyreek Hill.
and he lost all of his linemen because he wanted more money.
And his girlfriend's
Well, they got rid of Tyreek Hill. That saved
mentally
them
ill.
$20 million. Right? Isn't that what he's making? Like 20, 25 mil?
And
Tyreek
him
Hill.
and Jalen Waddle.
See, that team's going to suck in like the year.
Coolest
or two.
touchdown
Not suck,
salary
but-
in football. Though.
Well, I like when the other teams score on them and then they do
They
it.
waddle. It's perfect. So you guys aren't breaking on. I think you cut Brady.
I would agree to.
My logic
If he
is
can agree to that, I would agree to If you had to sway me, I would cut Brady, keep McDavid and Curry.
My argument is,
he
what have you
says
done
he's
for me
cutting
lately?
Curry.
And I'm cutting Brady.
Well, yeah, no, well, you're bringing that into the picture
Yeah,
now.
you're-
Then yeah, if it's right, what have you done lately? Brady's cut all day. Curry still won though.
How many Super
McDavid,
Bowl
too.
MVPs has Brady had?
3, 4.
3 or 4. 3 or 4 of the 7.
Can someone look that up for me?
Google.
Because I know
Sure,
Edelman's got one.
How many Super Bowl MVPs Tom Brady?
He might have one with Tampa.
Does Tom Brady have?
I know he's got one in the Patriots and one in Tampa for sure.
Oh shit, he's got 5.
He's got 5?
5 out of 7.
5 MVPs.
The disrespect for
I'm-
me.
I'm
saying
gonna-
3 or 4.
I'm
I
going to go
thought he
take a
was only
seat
3
then.
or
You
4.
guys do. Apparently, I'm off my rocker, so.
5. That's the other thing.
Phil Kessel should have won it the year Crosby won it, though.
The other thing, Tom Brady doesn't.
That matters.
He doesn't turn the ball over. Is another like in those games, like all those playoff games, the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. He doesn't turn the ball over.
McDavid doesn't turn the puck over
Yeah,
because it's in the back of the fucking net. That's the only time he turns it over.
Kevin Carr takes it away, passes it down the ice, and then they go
Yeah,
score.
it is. But this isn't a Kel McCarthy.
Yeah. Kevin McCarr.
I'm
changes
defense
the whole
biased
thing.
here.
Is he a D man? I don't know. He's a
Yes.
freak.
Yeah, freak.
He's a
That's
freak.
correct.
Imagine if Buffalo could skate like that.
I feel like we just agreed to disagree.
That's dumb.
Don't you-
Our 93 fans.
Cut.
Our 93
Curry.
fans don't want to see that.
How you cut Steph Curry, bro? I hope somebody comments that.
It's simple. I don't
Fucking
like basketball.
golf ball head looking motherfucker.
No, I'm a golf. I was a golf ball
Yeah,
whipper. There's a difference.
You were here for that.
I wasn't that mean, all right? I was.
I posted a short of like just interviewing Corey's card. And someone just had the audacity to be like, "Homie looks like a fucking golf ball with a head." Fuck golf, by the way. What?
Like, just take a shot at me and then
Wow.
a shot at the entire sport. Like, it's my fault.
That's fucked. Yeah, that's just. Fucked.
Who?
I don't know.
It just came across, so they watch it and then talk shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is ridiculous. Man, I don't know. I'm personally humbled. I didn't know he had 5, but
There's any way you can ever cut him.
I mean,
7
if you
Super
said
Bowls,
what
5
you're doing for me
MVPs.
right now, yeah, but we're not. That's not the question.
right now is arguably more than McDavid still. So if anything, you're the
McDavid's
most
still leading the
wrong.
league in points and shit, so
Yeah, but
like he does every year. Should
it's
he?
almost like the
should
debate
he?
should have been Giannis, Makar, and then Megatron or something for like
See,
just freaky athletes.
greatest wide receiver that never won a shit.
I
Calvin
could have done
Johnson.
that.
Shit, he didn't even win a playoff game.
And he went to Georgia Tech.
He's
No, he
considered
only-
a top 3
He only
receiver
went
of all
to
time.
one playoff.
Yeah, so he had a chance to win.
No, he went to 2.
Did he?
Lost in New Orleans and lost in Seattle. He actually fumbled in
Well,
Seattle.
they lost
The goal
to
line.
Dallas.
Oh, so we're cutting Megatron.
Sorry, so he lost 3 playoff games.
Giannis has a ship, and so does Makar. See ya, Megatron.
Love you though.
Isn't there like 4 different debates throughout the,
Yeah.
the life of this?
Well, that's our podcast for you.
Well,
you
let's
know,
see,
just a whole bunch of random.
Datsuk, Eiserman, and Lidstrom.
Oh fuck! Stop. Knock it
That's
off.
hard.
Knock it off.
That's
I'm
gonna
always
hurt whoever
starting
you
it.
cut's
Al-
gonna
always
hurt.
starting Lidstrom.
Lidstrom
but
always
the
starting.
other 2. I say Eiserman. Eiserman, you gotta
You're cutting him?
You gotta cut that secret.
No, we gotta cut Eiserman because we need a GM.
Yeah, That's not an answer you can give.
Yeah, that's
You
not,
can't give it. You can't
Yeah,
get a
you gotta
DEF
tell him,
from
you gotta
it.
get it out.
Option.
here's
I
A, B,
still
or
cut him.
C.
He's just gonna be a GM
Oh,
later. I mean, he was a third line player, like when I was really growing up, though. He's a part of that grind line. Saying.
He's still the captain of that team. He's a leader. It doesn't matter what line he was on.
Steph Curry's a leader.
That man has like one of the coolest assists ever. Yeah.
Steph Curry can't even control one guy on his team who fights his teammates.
Or his wife, actually.
That's because Draymond went to Michigan State, and that guy's an animal.
Dream. Yes. Draymond's an idiot.
He had to do a whole press conference to apologize. And
He didn't even feel sincere about it.
Guys,
'Cause he went to Michigan
one hitter
State,
quitters
so-
his own freaking
Yeah.
teammates.
You go to school in Lansing, you gotta be.
wait, are we talking about Gio
crazy.
Smith now?
I mean, Magic Johnson went to MSU.
Yeah, and he had AIDS.
It doesn't make him crazy.
Hey, do you like
Maybe.
Joe Mixon?
The running back?
Yeah, on the Bengals. Do you like him?
Did you go to state too?
Did you guys see what he did? In college woman and
It's always a woman, isn't it?
it's worse than Ray Rice.
That's
I
college.
mean-
He's still in the league. Or got drafted, I should say. It was before his
Mozzie
draft.
Smith also has a felony gun charge on him, and he's still playing in the college football playoff now.
Process of it.
He allegedly.
It wasn't alleged.
Yeah.
It was in September.
I'm sorry. Is he guilty?
Yes.
I think
Based on what? Did he go to
I
court
think
already?
he's fine because
They.
it just happened to be in his car and he was driving. He had no
No, it's
intent
still
to
a
do
felony.
anything with
It's a
it.
felony.
It's a
possession.
felony once he's convicted in a court of law.
Yeah.
You can't just make up rules, Corey.
You look it up.
It's
Look
not like
what
he was
up?
on his
We're
way to
filming
go
on
do
my
something
goddamn
with it.
phone.
He was also in the process of getting this. I mean, I'm
That
just
sucks.
saying there was zero intent.
He ain't gonna
doing
get
anything
that
with that
CPL
gun.
anymore. So.
What's that?
He ain't getting the CPL anymore. Felons can't have a CPL.
He's not a felon yet.
Yeah.
He's got to go through the whole system.
Nothing's happened yet.
Coming with a guy that's got triple-digit potential DUIs. Potential, because he was never convicted.
Yeah, you don't even have any of those.
Never.
things.
Hey, I feel like closest one
He
I
was
was with
caught.
you.
He wasn't caught. He was just...
Closest one
He
I
was
with
caught, and he was
You
charged.
got, he's not guilty yet, though.
He was charged with felony possession in September. They kept it under wraps because he went to
gotta
Michigan.
Go through court first.
You're telling me that there's no way he could have gone through
That's
court
called-
from September.
That's called innocent until proven guilty. Casey Anthony murdered her kid, allegedly, because apparently she got off. And then the trial wasn't for a whole fucking 2 years later.
She was
So, yes,
crazy.
I think September
She
to
just came
December
out
is
with
fine.
a documentary.
That's all.
I watched some of the first episode.
I don't care enough.
But yeah,
I think
it
she
was
did the
just
shit.
it was like a
She blamed on sexual assault from her uncle.
yeah. I'm like she's trying to spin this shit.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't believe her. She
No, I get it.
lied during the whole trial too. So
Yep. So did Amber Heard.
don't care.
Even,
She's still
even
alive.
all that stuff happened way in the past. That was like 5 years ago, and then that came to light this summer. So you're double wrong. Anyway,
Ooh.
that's another podcast, everybody.
Double
Stay
wrong.
humble.